Yo, what's going on YouTube? Juan Valdez here. Welcome on over to my channel. This is actually my first video, just introducing everyone to who I am and a little bit about how I got started in business and the entrepreneurship journey. 2 years ago, I started in school. I went to school for one semester. Wasn't really for me. I didn't get as much value as I thought I would get, so I actually ended up dropping out. And right away I invested into different courses, seminars, and different things that I can actually learn from. And I tried that out as my first experiment into learning from different resources than we're usually used to. And from there, actually, I ended up learning a lot more in 1 month that I was out of school than I had learned the last 3 previous months. So for me, it was like an easy decision. From there, I actually got started in door-to-door sales as my first kind of path to entrepreneurship. That's actually where everything all started for me. That's where I started learning about personal development and a lot of other things. From door-to-door sales, I did that for about 2 years. They're actually partnered up with a good buddy of mine, Samir. He actually introduced me to internet marketing and how you can run an online business and all that great stuff. At first, obviously, I was a skeptic. I really didn't believe that any of that stuff was possible, like making money while you sleep and all that. I thought it was crazy talk. But after doing my own research and looking at different things that people were doing, I realized this is definitely real, and this is what's going on right now, and this is what's actually gonna change the game for everyone. While we were going door to door, we saw these two 17-year-olds that were absolutely crushing it in e-commerce and drop shipping. So while seeing them, we're like, what do these kids know that we don't or we can't do? So as an experiment, I actually just took a few days while in the middle of going door to door, and I actually grabbed this guy's course on e-commerce and drop shipping and spent 2 to 3 days straight in a Panera bed, just cranking out and going through this course. And literally while I was going through this course, I was actually taking the time to set up my store at the same time. So I spent 2 or 3 days. Samir actually didn't even know I was up to that, but I was actually just learning a little bit. And I got a store set up in about 2 or 3 days, and then I kind of hit a little roadblock. I didn't know how I was going to advertise, or I didn't know anything about Facebook ads or driving traffic or marketing or anything at all. The most I had learned is how to kind of set up a store on Shopify. So I got that done, and then that's when we decided to partner up. He had already had a background in running Facebook ads and traffic and all that great stuff. So I figured it would work really well if I can get some help from him. And so he gave me some feedback on the store, took a look at it. From there, we decided to get the ball rolling. At that time, I think we started testing with 500 to $1,000, where we already knew if we spent it, we weren't gonna care what happened. We had that mentality we'll test it. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, no worries. So we kind of tested that out, and the first week or so we weren't even profitable at all. I think we were actually losing 50 to $100, and at the end of the week we definitely weren't profitable at all. So I was like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this, bro. I'm more of a numbers guy, so for me, when I see things are going down and we're just losing money, not making any, right away I'm like, I don't want to do it. But he was telling me bro, we're not gonna give up. That's not how it works. You test, and once you find something that works, you just scale it. So I'm like, okay, cool. What's scaling, bro? What is that? And so he introduced me to how all that worked. I stayed positive, and the second weekend, one thing led to another, and we had our first profitable day. It wasn't anything crazy. I think it was maybe 20 bucks profitable. But then the second day it was 100 bucks, and the next day was 200, and it quickly turned into days where we were just doubling and doubling and doubling our profit. And that's when I saw this is something that we can definitely scale up and take to the next level. And one thing led to another, but as we were scaling, we were able to take a store from zero to doing over 224 grand in our second month in drop shipping. So that's a little bit about how I got started within e-commerce and drop shipping. Obviously, if it wasn't for the resources that I had learned from and partnering up with Samir, a lot of different things, I probably wouldn't have been able to get those results as fast. But because we learned from experts and people that already knew what they were doing, I just thought I wanted to take a second just to share that quick story with you guys. That's a little bit about how I got started so far. Right now we are still doing obviously e-commerce and drop shipping. A lot of you guys that follow us have been following us for a while, probably already know that. If you aren't already, you can feel free to follow me on Instagram or Snapchat. We're pretty active on both. But right now we are obviously doing e-commerce and drop shipping. It's actually the biggest time of the year for it, so we're planning on doing some pretty crazy numbers. But because we've actually been able to crush e-commerce and drop shipping. We've actually had multiple other opportunities that has gotten offered to us, with where we can actually work with other businesses, or take on different online business opportunities. But I'll be dropping and sharing more videos on that. I just wanted to keep this video short. Feel free to give me some feedback and comment on the video. Let me know what you guys think so far. Let me know what kind of content you guys want to see as well. You can just leave me some comments below, and feel free to hit that like button if you got value from the video, and also feel free to subscribe, and your boy will catch you on the next video. I'll make sure to keep these short, consistent, but also full of value. I don't want to give you guys like any fluff or anything. So hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.